Is anyone else extremely burnt out from applying to jobs? When I tell you I have applied to over 100 jobs and almost all of them have gotten denied. Or when I see a job listing, whether it's on LinkedIn or Indeed, I see that like over 500 different people have already applied. Now don't get me wrong, I know my skill set and I know what I can bring to the table. However, I don't think that jobs are actually using the same methods as it used to. A little birdie told me that jobs are now using AI to read your resumes or whatever. I honestly don't like that idea. I really think that's dangerous. One, because AI can make mistakes. Two, it's only looking for specific things that the job is listed and told it to look for. If you've ever used ChatGPT, it's never right. Okay, I take that back. It's always right, but sometimes it makes mistakes and it's very, very vague. Honestly, separating one candidate from another based on a couple of words, it doesn't make sense to me. On top of that, every job is laying off. No one wants to hire. Now, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of jobs out there. And there's nothing wrong with working at certain places. I am currently working at a job which I don't like. I'm gonna have to toughen it out and power through it. But in order to find the job that you actually want or that you've gone to school in, it's damn nearly impossible right now in this economy. What do you guys think the problem is? Do you think there's ever gonna be a solution?
Oh yeah, applying to jobs in 2025. It's a full-blown survival game. You spend hours tweaking your resume for a job you're 100% qualified for, just to get ghosted by HAL 9000, the resume reader. AI is out here judging your entire career based on whether you type cross-functional synergy in bold font. And 500 applicants? Perfect. Let me just throw mine in there like a raffle ticket and pray the bots is in a good mood today. Meanwhile, companies are laying people off like it's a TikTok trend, but somehow still urgently hiring. And don't worry, there's plenty of jobs, just none that pay, offer benefits, or respect your time. Now, will there ever be a solution? Not unless companies start treating hiring like a Tinder algorithm. Until then, it's Hunger Games. Job Market Edition. May the odds be ever in your resume's favor.
Guys, it is brutal out there. Do not quit your day jobs in June. I don't care what's going on, how rough it is, how stressful that job is for you. Unless you have something lined up, do not bounce. Right here, I'm going to post them on the screen. Here are a list of companies, major companies that have announced for June that they intend on doing layoffs. It is not going to get any better anytime soon. I understand you may hate your job, but unless it is a mentally damaging position where it is so toxic that you are just going to harm yourself or it's going to degrade your quality of life, stay in your job. The phrase "do not quit your day job" has taken on a completely new meaning in this job market.
Alright, y'all. Welcome back to Truth Be Heard Unfiltered, where we don't sugarcoat a damn thing. Today's topic, that good old American dream turned nightmare. Folks out here jobless in 2025 with rent due, degrees collecting dust, and LinkedIn out here looking like Tinder for disappointment. If you feel like you've applied to 100 jobs and all you got back was anxiety and a rejection email from a bot, yeah, you're not alone. Let's talk about how the system is failing the same people it swore to uplift. Let's get into it.
Does anybody want to talk about how bad the job scene is? Like, I just graduated, right? And I've been looking for a job for about a year now, and I still can't find one. Everybody says go on Indeed, go on to LinkedIn, go to these different places, and to me, it don't really work. Like, for one, you type in entry-level jobs, and you gotta have experience for an entry-level job. Like, that don't make sense, right? So that's step one, is that for entry level, you need experience. At least like 2 years of experience. How you gonna have experience when this is supposed to be entry level? That's why it's called entry level. It's because it's supposed to be where you enter at. Like, the job scene just don't make sense to me, bro. That's why I don't know.
At this point, I think I'm just gonna sell feet pics online for money because The job market right now is shit! I'm currently looking for a job and I don't have that much experience, so I'm just looking for an entry-level position, okay? Nothing too crazy. I'm like looking at these entry-level positions. Let me know why one of them said 8 fucking years of experience. 8 years? You see, I'm no mathematician, but I graduated from college 2 years ago, and the last time I checked, college was 4 years? So 4 plus 2 is 6, right? So the extra 2 years would have meant that I would have been in high school. 8 years of industrial experience, girl, I was still busy learning what the nucleus of a cell was. Like, you mean 8 years of industrial experience? No. Wait, but hold on, there's more. The tomfoolery doesn't end here. Nope. All of a sudden, all companies want to release ghost jobs where they just leave the position, but they never intend to fill it. So it's basically just rotting up there on the job board for like 6-7 months, and people are applying, getting their hopes up, and trying to get a new job, but clearly that job isn't meant to be filled. So like, why is it still there? You're wasting my time! I want a job and I want it now! I'm literally gonna pull a Katie Fang and start crying because of work. But the difference between me and her is that she actually has a job. Meanwhile, I don't. Oh my god. Wait, that makes it worse. Wait. Oh my god.
Honestly, I've had better odds winning Instagram giveaways I didn't even enter. Meanwhile, every company is either A, laying off thousands, B, reconstructing, C, looking for a unicorn with 15 years of experience for an entry-level position that pays in pizza and exposure. Entry level, but must have launched a tech startup, solved world hunger, and trained 3 interns in the process. And still, they have the audacity to say, "We're like family here." Oh, really? Then why does this feel like the Thanksgiving with toxic relatives and no food?
Question. Class of 2025. College, master's, undergrad. Do you have a full-time job? I just graduated with my bachelor's of science in sport management. Do I have a full-time job? No, sirski. No, ma'am. Am I looking actively? Yes. Do I have till August 1st before I decide to get my master's? Yes. Please tell me if I'm the only one struggling. Am I the only one without a job? I had a 3.6. Am I the only one without a job? Please talk to me. But if you have a job, congrats to you, man. Drop your LinkedIn. Let's connect. Keep being great. Peace.
I've been seeing like people online or on TikTok saying like, is anyone else having a hard time getting a job? This is what Petco had to say to me. This is wild. A Petco part-time job I applied for. It says, "Hello, Journey. Thank you for expressing interest in the sales associate position at Petco. While we were impressed with your experience and qualifications, unfortunately, we have decided to move forward with the other applicants who most closely meet our current job specification requirements." Like, I have the qualification. It's a cashier position.
I appreciate your
What
interest.
the fuck? And then they have the audacity to say, "We encourage you to look at our applications again in the future." Like, it's just a cashier position.
I know, that makes sense.
I literally have 5 years of experience, and I was an assistant manager at one point. What the fuck? I twitch.
The job market in 2025 makes no sense. So I do your application, okay? I take my time, I do the application, I send you my resume. You want me to do a 50-minute assessment, and you're probably not even going to call me. You want me to do a 50-minute assessment, and you're going to ask me the same question 5 times. Are you outgoing? Are you a people person? Do you like to talk to people? How do you deal with people? Stop asking that question 5 times, yo. And I'm going to do all that to not hear a peep from you, though. Like, just think about that. That job is going to stay up on them job boards for 2 more months. And you're not going to contact a single person. Stop the cap, y'all. Stop wasting people's times. Like, what are you doing?
Bro, I feel like you have a better chance of finding your dad that left 10 years ago than to find a job in 2025. Like, I swear, bruh, nobody wants to hire me. It's like, why even say y'all are hiring in the first place if y'all won't even take a second to look at my application? Finding a job nowadays is like dating. You're out here shooting your shot by putting in all these applications only for these companies to end up ghosting you. Not even a simple email saying that I wasn't selected. These companies just go completely ghost on you. They out here treating me like I'm some hoe or something. Because tell me why a few months back when I was looking for a new job because my current one wanted to cut my hours like LeVar Ball cutting off his leg type shit. And so when that shit happened, I applied to over 100 jobs and we are now in March. It's been a few months and not a single one ever hit me back. Not even McDonald's, bruh. Ronald McDonald out here hoeing by not giving people jobs. That greedy ass clown. Bro, you know you are cooked when not even McDonald's wants to hire your chopped ass. My advice to the people that are currently employed, please, for the love of God, keep that job that you hate so much. If you are one of those that keeps showing up late for work, you better start coming in at least an hour early. And for the ones that keep calling in for work, I want you to hop in that 1999 Civic with 200k miles on it and go clock into that 9 to 5, little bro. Because I promise you, the way the job market is nowadays, the last thing you want to happen to you is to lose your job. But hey, y'all stay safe out there, drink plenty of water, eat your vegetables and fruits, and remember, don't be silly, wrap that willy.
It's 2025 and some of us are waking up every day wondering how we're still holding on. You do everything right. School, degrees, experience, and yet somehow you're still overlooked, underpaid, or completely ignored. You start questioning yourself. Not because you failed, but because the system keeps failing you. Bills don't wait, rent don't care, and hope's starting to feel like a luxury. This ain't laziness, it's survival. Quiet, invisible, constant survival. And if you know that feeling, then this one's for you.
Although I said I wasn't really going to explain myself, I'll give you guys a little insight of how I'm getting by with no job since I'm getting so many questions like this. But before I get into that, just know that what works for me may not work for you, and I am not encouraging y'all to live like me. Number one, it's important to remember that being unemployed doesn't always equal being broke. Money will flow to you in mysterious ways. Know that. Number two, I know I hate this one too, but you're gonna need to learn how to hustle. You need at least a few hustles. You need to learn how to make something out of nothing, even if it makes you not that much. Number three, minimize your bills. People keep saying bills. What about bills? Well, I only have like 2 bills and only one of them is important. Number four, a support system. And I know many of us don't have them, but you're going to need somebody. For a lot of people, that's their friends, their family. For me, it's my partner. They're going to at least pay the rent and keep the roof over my head. Number five, you need to be open to receiving and asking for help with no guilt. You'd be surprised how many people want to take loads off of you just because you're pretty. Take advantage of that pretty privilege. And last but not least, I don't splurge. I steal.
So there was a lady on here in her 40s. Very attractive woman, by the way. She looked good for her 40s. She said if she could tell herself something while she was in her 20s, she would probably tell herself, be okay with pivoting in your career and in your life. Everything not going to be what you might want it to be. And that's real rap. That's where I'm at right now. I'm over this. Like, I've been trying to get a nice little corporate job for the last 2 months. I've been unemployed since January. I've been really stubborn about the jobs I'm trying to take. Because all I wanted when I was a young boy was just to have a nice little corporate 9 to 5, clock in, clock out. Like, whole time I've been boxing myself in because I'm actually a creative person. I've been boxing my creativity up trying to just be regular. But now I'm trying to pivot now. I'm trying to do something different. Like, when I first started posting on here, I posted.
I don't care what I'm going through in life. I'm not going to look like it. Baby, I don't have a job right now, but can you tell? Look at me. Look at me. You know why? Because I have to carry myself like I got some sense. All that looking crazy because you going through, we all going through, okay? Get your stuff together. Paint your nails. Do something to your face. Comb your own hair. Yeah, maybe you can't go to the salon. Maybe you can't go get your nails did, but baby, you can get an emery board, okay? You can do something. We're not looking like what we're going through. Okay? Okay. Love you. Bye.
If you're watching this and you feel seen, know you're not alone. You're not crazy, lazy, or broken. This world is. And we see you, we hear you, and we're gonna speak up together. Let the truth be heard, unfiltered.